who joined the Rolling Stones in June 1969. Mick Taylor. What was the new dance craze of 1961? Twist. Which The Who album was released in May 1969? Tommy. The Righteous Brothers had a hit with Unchained Melody in 1990. What year did they first release the song? (1965). Which Greek sang for Luxembourg in the 1963 Eurovision Song Contest? Nana Mouskouri. The Hollies' 1967 hit Carrie Ann was originally written for whom? Marianne Faithfull. Which group topped the charts in the 1960s with Oublie Di Oublie Da? Marmalade. Which country singer married his third wife, Tammy Wynette, in 1969? George Jones. What was Roger Miller king of in the 1964 song? King of the Road. What was the title of the Mamas and the Papas autobiographical hit from 1967? California Dreaming. What bird did Fleetwood Mac take to number 1 in 1968? Albatross. Which Rolling Stones track was number 1 in June 1968? Jumping Jack Flash. Cat Stevens released his first album in 1967. What was it called? Cats and Dogs. Who had a 1960s hit with Sweet Talking Guy? The Chiffons. Complete the 1970 T-Rex hit Ride a White. Swan. Who was moonlighting in 1975? Leo Sayer. Who had a lovely day in 1978? Bill Withers. What were Strawbs part of in 1973? The Union. Name the 1977 live album released by the Rolling Stones. Love Your Life. Which movie featured the 1978 hit Sandy? Grease. Which ex-Beatle had a US #1 hit in 1973 with Photograph? Ringo Starr. Which musical opened on Broadway in 1972? Grease. Who were on the night shift in the 1985 charts? The Commodores. Whose 1975 album was entitled Wish You Were Here? Pink Floyd. They played their first live show in the Sex Pistols. The Cars enjoyed multi-platinum success in 1984 with what album? Heartbeat City. Which 1960s rock star is buried in the same Paris cemetery as Chopin? Jim Morrison. Who had a #1 hit in 1974 called Billy Don't Be a Hero? Paper Lace. Who were on the Trail of the Lonesome Pine in 1975? Laurel and Hardy. What was the name of Bruce Springsteen's hit single in 1984? Dancing in the Dark. Whose debut hit single was If You Let Me Stay in 1987? Terence Trent D'Arby. The fourth biggest selling album of all time is also a soundtrack to a 1992 movie. Name the album. The Bodyguard. The Steve Miller's band's The Joker went to #1 in 1990 after being used in a commercial for what brand? Levi Jeans. who formed a duet with Gene Pitney on the 1989 UK #1 single Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart. Mark Almond, who was the original lead singer of the band AC/DC until his tragic death in 1980. Bon Scott. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe for more trivia and share your score below. See you next time.